So first of all, reaction to last night's game?
Thought it was tough, really pleased to get the win. But I thought Avro were really good on the night and our lads had to stand up and be counted, which I was pleased about.
Yeah, was it a hostile atmosphere as well, wasn't it? Good crowd in attendance, and they didn't make it easy, did they?
No, they didn't. It was obviously very wet and the pitch was very slick, so it took a bit of getting used to, but I thought, at times we had to ride our luck, but we defended well in the most, and I thought we were always dangerous on the attack.
It's been a good pre-season, which is not something that we can always say about a Bootle team, but obviously last night was the first big test. How difficult was it with maybe the lads that we had playing pre-season? A few of them missed out with injuries last night.
Yeah, well, the last couple of weeks we've had a few injuries that crept up on us really. So we were, we had a bit of a makeshift team out. I'd say a couple of lads making their second debut, one making their first debut. Ryan hasn't played much football as well in goal, and I thought he was excellent on the night. So yeah, I had Kieran in midfield as well, which is a bit of a change, but I think overall, we just got the job done, and we showed great resilience to get that win in the 96 minute.
I think that's the thing about the cup. Obviously, it's not so much your performance; it's getting into the app for the next round. And as fans, we were watching and we were thinking, when Avro scored, this is only going one way. But we actually did finish the game really strong, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I think the introduction of Joe Doran, who's obviously a big physical lad, gave them a threat that they hadn't coped with before. In terms of we probably got dragged into playing a bit too many long balls than what we'd normally like, but once Rob came on, give them, he was a handful. Tom and Ben started working the second balls, and obviously in the last minute, you're right, they were on the attack. We've made a great tackle. Kieran's got the ball, put it in down the right, and Tom Peterson's done really well to get it in from a tight angle. Yeah,
it was quite wide, wasn't it, when he finally put in. Pleasing to see, especially two lads playing in defence, although Tom went into midfield, but Elliot Richards and Tom Williams, both only young lads playing at that sort of level as well.
Yeah, and Elliot's only come in sort of last minute, obviously been training at clubs higher up, and then got the opportunity to have a look at him in a couple of friendlies. Really impressed. So really glad he signed. And Tom, I thought was solid, obviously done well at centre back, and then I put him into midfield just because the way the game was going, it was quite physical, and there was a lot of tasty tackles and winning the second ball, and I thought Tom went in there into centre mid and done really well.
How please we'll just touch on that, obviously what's happened with the COVID sort of stuff. How tough has it been as a club to get through that?
Really tough. Obviously, the world's in a bit of a difficult situation, but primarily being a function room outside the football. Obviously we haven't had any functions since March, and it's obviously been really tough. So we're obviously grateful for the grant we got off Sefton Council in terms of getting us through. But we certainly haven't recovered and just yet, and obviously we need all the support we can get in terms of local community as well.
A lot of the talk we've seen on social media, the new pitch is getting a lot of, it's all positive attention. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit, just a quick, about that, how it works?
Yeah, I mean, basically we were approached last June by the Liverpool County FA initially, and then Sport England and the Football Foundation about a pilot that Sport England were undertaking about hybrid pitches. And essentially what the pitch is it's just set up like a normal football pitch. The drains are put in. We've got a good set of drains in terms of we've got 3 different sets of drains. I won't go into technicalities. We'll need a documentary for that. And then basically a carpet is laid on top of it, and then on top of the carpet is just normal root zone and soil that's placed on, and then it's seeded. Essentially the grass grows up and the roots grow through the carpet and hold it all together. I've known for quite a while that it was coming off, but I had to obviously keep it.
That must have been difficult, yeah.
Yeah, it was difficult, yeah. I had to keep it on the quiet because it was a pilot, nothing was sort of finalised till the last minute, and then obviously once the COVID hit and stuff like that, I was thinking maybe it wouldn't go ahead, but really pleased that it has gone ahead because if anything, it's just adds a different dimension to the ground.
Yeah. Just going back to stuff on the pitch again, we've announced another new signing today. I think it has been announced officially, so we can talk about that now. Joe Brandon.
Yeah.
For those who haven't seen him, what will he offer for us?
Well, if anyone came to the game against Vauxhall, will see exactly what he offers. He's got pace to burn. He's a good finisher, and he's hungry to progress, which is probably the most appealing thing. He's only a young lad. Done really well for Vauxhalls over the last couple of years, and obviously we've been aware of him for quite a while. But you know, I think the icing on the cake was when we played him in the pre-season friendly, and he's done really, really well against us. So at that point, I made an inquiry and sort of he's really pleased to say he's joined. He's
done very well against Kieran Allen. It's not too many, even over the years, not too many do get the better of him.
Yeah, no, I think that was the icing on the cake. Once he got the better of Kieran a couple of times, I thought
he must be able to play.
He's a player,
yeah. Any more signings lined up, or are we done now?
No, we're never done. We're always open to improve the squad. There might be one or two more before the season starts. You know, a couple of irons in the fire, but we've got a good squad. But I think with the injuries that we picked over the last couple of weeks, I think we'll have to bring a couple more bodies in. So we probably will do that.
Superb. We'll catch up again next game.